back to my channel. I am Ursula, aka the Enhancer of Enhanced Beauty. I'm back with another Get Ready With Me birthday edition. Today is my birthday, which is also St. Patrick's Day. And since I am not wearing green on my body, I decided to do an eye look with the green, as well as the nails with the green. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you have not subscribed, I need you to click that red button and subscribe, and also hit that little bell next to it so you won't miss out on any videos that I upload. Now this look, I used Jaclyn Hill's palette for the entire, no I didn't. I used it for most of the eye. I only used the inner corner. I used the Morphe 35B palette. And then the glitter is actually a glitter liner. I was just trying it out. I tried out quite a few products in this tutorial. It's the Smashbox Stick Foundation and Contour Stick. I used Urban Decay's Deep Peach Corrector. I also used Tarte's Shape Tape in Tan Sand. And my first time using Fenty Beauty's Stunner on the lips. If you would like to see how I got this beat, keep watching. Let's begin using Jaclyn Hill times Morphe palette. It doesn't have any names on any of these shades in the palette, so all of these shades that I am using now are from her palette. And what I'm doing is I'm building my crease up, getting ready to cut the crease. So all the shades that you see now, you will find in the palette. I wish I would have shown each shade as I was laying it down on the lid, but I didn't. Just know that each of these shades come from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Now it's time to cut the crease. I am using MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre to cut my crease. And once you've cut the crease, of course, you have to blend that outer V so you don't have a harsh line of demarcation. So let's cut the other eye. And of course, same thing, you must blend. And now I am going to use NYX eyeshadow in Champagne, as my highlight for my brow bone. And now I'm using Morphe 35B palette for my lid. This is one of the lighter greens. It's a shimmer shade that I'm using for the inner corner. And then I'm using two of the matte greens. I'm using them together to create the green shade that I need to lay my glitter liner on top as a base. And I'm using a glitter. This is a green glitter liner from my local beauty supply store. I didn't show the other eye because it's the same. And now I'm using my NYX Matte Black liquid liner for my wing, and I only show one eye because you've seen that before in some of my other videos. Now let's clean up using an e.l.f. makeup wipe. And now I'm getting the skin ready for the foundation. And the first primer that I'm using Becca Matte Poreless Primer. I'm laying it down first. When you build using primers, you have more of a flawless finish after you put your foundation on. So now I'm using Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is my favorite. And on to the lashes. This is the lash from my local beauty supply store. It is called Miss, and it's a 3D silk lash. And this lash is number M314. And now I'm using my long-lasting mascara just to blend my lashes in with the falsies. And now for the Urban Decay's corrector in Deep Peach. I am color correcting under my eye. I'm buffing it in with my beauty blender. And I do this wherever I have dark spots. And in my case, under the eye, I have bags. So I try to do it to cover the bags. And now I'm layering on top of that. This is MAC's Prolong Concealer in NC 45. And now for the Smashbox Stick Foundation. This is the foundation stick in 4.3. It comes with the foundation on one side and it has the soft contour stick on the other. I really love this foundation. It goes on smooth and it just buffs out like butter. I love it. I love it. And let's continue to buff that out. And now for the Tarte Shape Tape in Tan Sand, I'm using that as my highlight. My only regret is that I had not tried this sooner. You also see me kind of vibing to the music. It was my birthday. I had a little background music going, so that's why kind of jamming. And now here I am buffing that concealer into the skin. Cupid's bow, the chin, down the bridge of the nose, and the forehead. I don't really have to highlight or contour my forehead because it's not large, and that's usually why you do it. You kind of do it to shrink that forehead down some. That's you contour to do that. And this contour stick, y'all, I went a little bit heavy. I did not realize how pigmented it was, and I went heavy. I had to just go with it. I had to work it out because I was not starting over. So I don't show it on camera, but I did go back in. I do show a little bit. I did go back in, but it took a little bit longer than what you see on camera. I had to buff it out with my foundation brush to kind of even it out. So whenever you're using this, you have to have a light touch. Do not go hard like I did. So see here, I'm using the foundation brush to kind of blend it in, and I don't show it in its entirety, but it took me a little while. So now I am setting that highlight in place using Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm contouring using MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in dark deep dark, whichever. I actually liked it. I usually use CoverGirl Queen bronzer in Ebony. And now I'm carving out those cheekbones, and I don't bake, so let's just take that right off. And now let's set the face using MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in dark. It's a powder. And then MAC's Pinch Me for the blush. And now I am using Fenty Beauty's Hustler Baby. And again, I went a little bit too hard on the glow. But it doesn't matter because you can never, well, yes you can. But in this case, it was okay. Now down the bridge of the nose. And now let's get that under eye going. And I'm using the same palette. This is Jaclyn Hill's palette. But what I'm doing is the same, it's not but. I am using it in the same order as I did on the lid. I just hate that I don't have names to give to you guys since I didn't show you the shades on camera. And I had to put a little powder down. I was starting to have fallout, and then I was getting ready to use that darker color right before I put the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk down, which you will see next. I'm just brushing that setting powder off, and now I'm lining with the Milk, the Jumbo Pencil by NYX. And now for a little inner tear duct highlight using that Jaclyn Hill's palette. And now the mascara, same one by Maybelline, I think. I'm not sure. I will have it listed in the description box. And now for the Fenty Beauty, Stunner. This is my very first time using and wearing this, and it was bright. Now let's set it all in place using Urban Decay's long-lasting all-nighter setting spray. Check out my nails.
And I'm so bossy, and I'm so saucy.
Remember to like, subscribe, thumbs up, and share this video. I'll see you beauties in the next one.
I'm independent, got my own.